Shalom. This week's Sedra is Sedra Beshalach. One of the largest military errors in the history of warfare was Paroah's decision to renege on his emancipation of the Jewish people and chase them down in a murderous rage. After experiencing 10 divine plagues, having his entire economy decimated, his leaders killed, and the food supply diluted, Paroah should have focused his efforts on domestic rehabilitation. His choice of distraction to chasing a people long gone was a grievous mistake. The minutes leading up to Paroah's decision were recorded by God in the Torah, and with careful review, they contain some curiosities. God predicted Paroah's behavior, and forgive me for reading. Paroah will say to the Jewish people, they are astray in the land, the wilderness has closed in on them. God then said that he will harden Paroah's heart, and he will pursue them, that I may gain glory through Paroah, and the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord. And they did so. The Torah then contains what actually happened. When the king of Egypt was told that the people had fled, Paroah and his advisors had a change of heart about the people and said, what is this that we have done, releasing the Jews from our service? The play between the prediction of Paroah being told, and Paroah's actual reaction are inconsistent. Hashem correctly predicted that Paroah would be told of the Jewish peoples getting stuck at the sea's edge. Paroah's reaction wasn't set out in God's words. Instead, God interfered in Paroah's free choice and hardened his heart to ensure that he would chase them. The Road Not Taken is a poem by Robert Frost that, contrary to its title, doesn't describe a road not taken, but rather the choice of one traveler who chose a road less traveled over one not taken. The title suggests a regretful wonder, a thought of what would have happened had the traveler taken the other road. It would seem that God's interference in Paroah's choice was necessary. If it wasn't necessary, why would God interfere? If not for God hardening Paroah's heart, Paroah would have focused on domestic issues and let the Jewish people truly go. Paroah's road not taken begs to be explored. Paroah wasn't only pushed by God's hardening his heart. In the record that is recorded by the Torah, God has Paroah's advisors pushing Paroah to chase the Jewish people. They are the ones that said, what is this that we have done, releasing the Jews from our service? Nowhere in the account of Paroah deciding to chase the Jewish people does it say that Paroah made the decision to give chase. God wrote that God stiffened the heart of Paroah and he gave chase to the Jews. The inconsistent description of what happened leading up to Paroah's decision was all to demonstrate how it was only because of God's desire to have Paroah give chase that Paroah did give chase. Paroah wasn't an irrational leader. He would have made the smart decision to stay home and rehabilitate his nation. God had to make him give chase in order to create the miracles that saved the Jewish people. All this to show the Jewish people that God will save them from harm, no matter how challenging the situation seems. The faith of the Jewish people is challenged more by our own egos than the threats we face. Today we hear more confidence in our army keeping the Jewish people safe than we do in God ensuring the Jewish people's security. The Jewish people should speak more about God, and we should speak less about the army. A question we need to ask ourselves is, why aren't we? Shabbat Shalom.